Hey guys, it's Crystal Fuentes here, the founder of the Ladies Coach, and you are watching the very famous TLC Thursday. we're famous, right?
Yeah, pretty famous.
Okay. We're not that famous, but it is our favorite day, and I'll tell you why. Because every Thursday we come out with videos that we hope inspires you to expand your heart and expand your mind while making your life a little easier. Now, before we get into today's lesson, let's start with the important stuff first. Do you notice anything different? I don't have braces anymore. I finally look semi-adult enough to teach this stuff. Not to mention, it's much easier to communicate without stumbling over my words. Speaking of communicating, how often do you hear that one of the most important keys to a lasting relationship is communication? So much, in fact, that it starts to sound cliche because it's just so general, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure the problem isn't that we aren't communicating in our relationships. The problem is that we aren't communicating the things that, one, matter in our relationship, but then even more importantly, we aren't communicating in the right way. Do you ever feel like it's hard to communicate with your significant other? That no matter what you say, he or she doesn't understand you? We've all been there, right? We might even start to feel like our partner is disconnecting from us. But the truth is, most of the time, that's not the case at all. It's because we aren't communicating in the way our partners understand. It's not enough for us to talk and think it constitutes as us communicating, because there's countless ways people communicate, which we'll discuss in future videos. But right now, I'm going to give you your WTSD for today. The breakdown in communication is what breaks most relationships. Now, I don't want you to freak out and get all cray-cray because you're worried that your relationship is doomed because you don't know how to communicate. I'm just going to give you 3 ways to adjust your approach so that you can understand each other a bit more. Also, please remember that I am using the words men and women in very general ways. Don't get too attached to the gender side of things. Just understanding the difference in communication styles will do. And you might even relate to one or another. Number 1, women communicate to connect. Men communicate to solve a problem. Ladies, the number 1 mistake we make when communicating with our lovers is thinking they process information like our girlfriends. They don't. As soon as you start talking, they're, number 1, trying to find the point, and number 2, wanting to solve a problem. Then when you continue on, which we do because we love to talk about our feelings, they get confused. They want to know where they come in and what they need to do. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't express yourself, but keep in mind that their thought process is a little different. Get more clear about what you may be asking them, because the truth is, a good man wants to make you happy and just wants to know how he can help. So if it's to vent, let him know in the beginning that you're just venting. If it's to talk about a problem, make it very easy for them to know what they need to do to make you feel understood. Number 2, cut down the venting sessions. Like I said before, they are not our girlfriends and will not do a good job at connecting through our problems and frustrations that we often like to express. And constantly communicating things he can't do anything about will only make him frustrated because he can't use his natural tendencies, which is to help. The most important part of this, and a problem I see with most couples, is he won't know when you're coming to him about something that's really serious, like discussing your wants and needs in the relationship, because he feels everything you discuss with him is serious. Again, not saying you need to suppress yourself. Just be a little bit more conscious of what you are needing in that moment. If it's connection, but it's not too serious of an event, could your friends possibly help you out? Unless it's about your relationship, which then definitely needs to be discussed with your partner. Number 3, ask your partner how they like to communicate. How simple does that sound? Yet, I can't tell you how many times couples don't ask this simple question. Then we get into arguments over the way we handle arguments. Trust me, I've totally been there. It's our responsibility to know our partners, yet we make it so hard on ourselves by playing guessing games the whole way through. Everyone is so different and we all handle different situations differently. I encourage you to ask your partner, obviously not when you're in a heated debate, what they need most. What would make you successful at communicating with them? What do they need from you in times of stress? How do they like to be shown love? How do they feel understood? These are all things both of you should be discussing so you know a successful game plan with each other. Does that all make sense? Now, I want to learn from you. What has been your biggest struggle with communicating with your significant other? Comment below and be sure to check out theladiescoach.com for more resources that can help you become stronger in your relationships. Also, if you liked this video, please make sure to like it, subscribe to it, and share it with all of your friends. I hope you have a beautiful week. Mwah.